Hello everybody, my name is LarpTubers.
Good morning, mate. My name is Mike LarpTubers, and welcome to Octodad.
You probably saw people LARPing as YouTubers.
The LARPing situation might genuinely be my favorite trend on the internet right now. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. If you've been living under a rock alongside Patrick Star for the last few months, then allow me to introduce you to the rapidly spreading LARPing epidemic. With creators like LarpTubers, LarpTubers, and Mike LarpTubers, this trend has been spreading across TikTok and YouTube faster than a terrible apology video. So what is this LARPing trend exactly? It's essentially a group of creators who have completely taken on the identities of already popular creators and copied every little detail, from their voices and looks to the way they act, and probably their DNA at this point. In fact, some of them have copied them so perfectly that I genuinely can't help but feel nostalgic while watching their videos. Watching their videos feels like opening a time capsule from the 2010s. I genuinely get hit with nostalgia, despite knowing full well I'm watching a complete stranger wearing another man's online personality like a Halloween costume. With some of these LARPers getting popularity insanely fast, we're constantly finding new additions to the roster. The newest additions include LARP Quint Zero, LARPing as Penguin Zero, LARP Cynical, LARPing as Pyrocynical, LARPy is here, resurrecting Leafy is here from the depths of YouTube history, and even LARP Alert, with Keemlarp, LARPing as Drama Alert's Keemstar. And I gotta say, this is one of the funniest trends I've seen in a while. It's so unbelievably stupid that it loops all the way back around to being genius. At this rate, we're about 3 weeks away from somebody creating a LARPTube and replacing the entire platform with copies of existing creators. The fact that thousands of people are tuning in to watch Walmart versions of creators they already watch is proof that the internet should never be studied by scientists, because they'll never recover from the findings. Which brings me to LarpTubers, who, as the name suggests, is pretending to be Markiplier. Now, you'd think that spending your time impersonating another YouTuber would be a niche joke that gets old after a week. Well, apparently not. With only 3 weeks of uploading on YouTube, LarpTubers has already gained a whopping 40,000 subscribers on YouTube, purely by acting like Markiplier. No groundbreaking content, no revolutionary ideas, just waking up every morning and asking himself, what will Markiplier do? LarpTubers has genuinely created a sort of fan base for himself that will even be willing to buy his merch. We've reached levels of internet evolution that Charles Darwin could never have prepared us for. Like, what the hell have I been doing wrong? I think I might have to start LARPing as Smosh to finally make it on YouTube, so stay tuned for that. But as of recently, LarpTubers has uploaded a video titled, "This video is for Markiplier." In that video, he basically asks Markiplier directly whether he's okay with all of this. LarpTubers has seen the feedback, and people genuinely seem to enjoy his videos. Fans are even ready to buy merch. He wants to make YouTube a real career for himself. Behind the entire LARPing joke, LarpTubers has actually dreamed of becoming a YouTuber for a long time, and he genuinely enjoys making content. And it seems he's not the only one with this dream. By now, Mike LarpTubers has also uploaded a video titled, "This video is for Jacksepticeye," where he essentially explains how he also wants to turn this into a career, and that he doesn't want to spend his entire YouTube career impersonating somebody else. In fact, he's already changed his channel name to Mike Let's Plays, although the content does still seem to be a lot like Jacksepticeye's. Anyways, as for LarpTubers, after his video exploded in popularity, Markiplier eventually saw the video and even commented, saying, "You're a decade too late. Markiplier was a pioneer," which is pretty insane to think about. However, that comment doesn't necessarily seem like a straight up no. What's interesting is that some of these LARPTubers aren't just in on the joke anymore. They genuinely want to build careers for themselves on YouTube. Not only that, but they want to revive the Let's Play style of content in 2026. If you were on the platform during the 2010s, you know how big of an impact these Let's Play creators had. Gaming used to be the biggest category on YouTube, especially Let's Play videos. But by 2026, that style of content has largely died down. YouTube has changed a lot over the years. These days, it's become much more of an online business. It's a powerful tool for personal branding, whereas back then it never really felt like it was about business. It was just someone making videos for fun and somehow inspiring millions of people around the world, while building a genuinely loyal fan base. And honestly, I'm seeing some of that same energy all over again with these guys. Watching LarpTubers genuinely made me feel like a kid again, and I think that's the feeling most of their viewers get as well. That's why people seem to love this content so much. Joke or not, there's a real sense of nostalgia attached to these videos. Even when people know full well that the creator is essentially copying somebody else, they still find themselves enjoying it. The internet has spent years chasing bigger numbers, shorter attention spans, and more efficient ways to hold our interest. Content became optimized, creators became brands, and videos became products. Somewhere along the way, a lot of people began to miss the feeling that made them fall in love with YouTube in the first place. Perhaps that's why these videos resonate with so many people. Not because they're revolutionary, and not because they're original, but because they remind us of a simpler time. A time where creators felt less like businesses and more like people, sharing a piece of themselves with the world. Nostalgia is a strange thing. We often think we're longing for the past, but in reality, we're longing for the emotions that the past gave us. And maybe that's what these LarpTubers have accidentally rediscovered. Maybe they're not reviving Let's Play type of content. Maybe they're reviving old feelings. This is what the real Jacksepticeye also said in an interview.
Like, I miss the old Anthony or the old Sean.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you don't. You miss how you felt back when you were watching those videos at that time, because you were probably in school. And you probably just came home from school and just watched videos all day and had a great time. But now you're growing up. And now you have responsibilities. And now you're in college and you have a job. And you're probably stressed out a lot.
But who knows? Could this actually be the revival of Let's Play content? Will these creators genuinely build successful careers for themselves over the next few years? Or will the trend die down in a few months, leaving everyone involved completely forgotten? Regardless of what happens, I think its popularity reveals something deeper about the audience watching. For all the ways the internet has changed, people haven't changed nearly as much. We still want to laugh, to connect, and to feel like we're part of something genuine. And that is the feeling these big creators gave to people in the past. And maybe that's why these channels have found success. Not because they're perfect copies of the past, but because they remind us that the things we loved about the past were never really the creators themselves. It was the feeling they gave us.